What's up, future millionaires? It's your boy MTI. In last video, we talked about how the price matters very little as you continue to compound and accumulate more drip into your faucet. We also looked at what my average cost will be at the end of this year and also what it will be once I reach a maxed account. Now, I am about 8 months away from me reaching a maxed account, and the plan is to continue to keep compounding until I reach that point. Now, we're also going to do a brief update on what my faucet and garden is looking like, but we're also going to be diving into what the upcoming roadmap looks like for the entire drip ecosystem, which ties into why I plan to continue to keep compounding. Now, after we dive into today's content, I will be doing the free airdrop for the last 2 winners, so stay tuned for that. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's go ahead and dive into today's content. Now, as we look at the price of drip, at the time of this video, now it can be higher or lower when you see this video. This is being recorded Thursday night. The price is $7 even currently. If we head on over to the faucet here, you can see I currently have about 12.8 drip. I compound once a day, and you can see I have about 2,633 drip currently, which is a little bit over $18,400, which is about $184 a day, give or take. Now, as we head on over to the animal farm here, you can see we have about 41.1 million. Definitely some liquidity has been pulled out. We can see the price of pigs has went down a little bit. And then also as well, as we look at the drip garden, we can see some LPs have been pulled out of the garden as well, because it got to a high of about 516,000 LPs, I believe, and it started pulling back, which people are getting ready for the farms and pools, I suspect. Now, as we move on down here, you can see I have 2.3 million plants. I have a little bit over 5 LPs, which is just shy of $46, $45.95 to be exact. And you can see I have about 37.5 thousand plants ready to either compound or sell. So if we head over here, one thing I do want to show you, as I mentioned, that contract balance has been going down. And if you look at the last videos I put out this week for drip, Wednesday and Monday, you can see this LP has been going down. And it's nice to see, of course, as things is going up, but I also want to show you what this is looking like as the contract balance is, kind of going down a little bit, because we have people pulling out those LPs. So as you can see here, I am down a decent amount, an okay amount, just shy of about $200, because remember, I invested $3K just in the garden alone. And as you can see, 1 day difference is down about 0.20%. I'm still over that $90 per day. And what I'm thinking about doing potentially is once I get to maybe about 100,000 plants per day, that's probably when I will first start taking profits, because that way, at least every 10 days or less, I will be able to make 1 million plants, right? And so I think I'll be able to catch up a decent amount. But right now, of course, we can see the decay and people pulling out is getting the best of the garden, but completely okay with that. This is a long-term play and a leverage play at that. So when things go up, you get the best of both worlds. When things go down, you get that double-edged sword. So this is why this is a high risk play, but completely okay. But I just wanted to show you how it looks as things aren't, per se looking the best at this time. As we look at drip.formulate.finance, you can see I'm at about 10.35 LPs. Now, once I compound for the day, as you can see, I've compounded almost 12 hours ago, which is my normal time I typically compound. So if we head over here, I'm about $94 a day. So as I compound this will put me at roughly about $29.20. So I'll still be down roughly about $80 in total asset value. But of course, this can go up to the upside as people start adding more LPs to the garden. So I'm going to keep on compounding, and this is definitely not the time you really want to take out profits as the contract balance is declining. All right, so now let's talk about a few different scenarios on what the possibilities can be with me reaching a maxed out wallet. Now, we already know what the worst case scenario can be. We understand the risk, but we also need to understand the different possibilities, because the last thing you want to do as an individual investor is not be in position when those possibilities actually happen. And this is why you want to have your different strategies and know where you're going to be at certain time frames. Now, if we look at the faucet here, as you can see, I want to go over to dripfi.app. Now we know the price of drip is around $7 at the time of this video, and for this example, we're just going to do $7. Now this is my current drip amount, 2,633. As we can see over here on the faucet here, and as we move back over, you can see I have 248 days until I hit that max payout. Now the max payout is essentially 27,398 drip, but most of us say 27.4 because it's just a lot easier, which is essentially will allow you to pull out 100,000 drip, right? Which is the max you can pull out of any wallet in the drip account. And this is why whales and other people create more accounts, because they understand the system, and it's just a rinse and repeat cycle. So as we look right here, just at a $7 drip price. Now, I don't have a price prediction for you, but at the end of this year, and also once I reach my max payout, which is the beginning of June 4th, or maybe the end of May, which as I probably add more in, as I take profits from the garden, I will probably be able to shave off a few days, but essentially 8 months until I hit that max payout. At a $7 price target, you can see that's just shy of 200K, which is 1,900 a day. But after the taxes, you can see it's about 1,500, right? And so essentially you have anywhere from about, 250 days to maybe 300 days, depending on how much you pulled out at the time of reaching your max payout. So let's just say 250 days, which is, for the most part, the norm of what I've seen. So let's just say I'm able to pull out 1,500. Now, yes, you got well tax as you get closer to get to that max payout, but we're just going to say 1,500 even for the example. So 1,500 times 30. That's 45K a month, right? So let's say I'm able to pull out 1,500 for 250 days. And last video, I already showed you the power of what a $20 drip can do for us. It can turn you into a millionaire. So 1,500 times 250 days. That's 375K, right? Over 300K, right? From a $14,000 investment. Is that a good investment or not? So it all depends on where you are in your personal journey, right? And so right now, let me show you something. Let's look at the price going down at a max payout. This is at a $6 price, $5 price, $4 price. At a $4 drip at a max account, that's still 100K I'm earning 1% a day on, right? $3, 82K, $2, 54K. Now, $1, definitely not where I want to be, but you can see I'm still in profit if you watch my other videos and you know what I put into the faucet personally, because I'm in profit right now. I didn't put in 18,000, right? But I'm in profit in a bear market, right? And drip is down significantly compared to where I bought in, right? So check out those other videos. So as you can see, this is at $1, right? This is at $1, and you can see still pulling in over 200, right? Worst case scenario, price goes down, or I could lose my money personally. I know the risk, but the possibilities and the reward outweighs the risk in my personal opinion, right? You got to make that decision for yourself. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, so that way you can make your own assessment. So let's look at the price going up. Here's 7. Let's say I'm at my max payout the end of May, beginning June, $10 drip, a little bit over $250,000. It's 2,000 a day, right? So just at a $10 drip price, I've already showed 20, which I may show it again, but let's just say I can pull out 2,000 for 250 days. We already know what this is. For those that's good at math, that's a $500,000, right? $500,000 at a $10 drip price that I took 14K and turned that into, right? So check this out. Let's go up to a $15 price. It's 3K. It says 33, but we're just going to do 3K times 250 days. So that's 75% to $1 million. That's 3/4 of $1 million that you could potentially pull out just at a $15 price. Now, me personally, the $7 price, I think drip is going to be higher than that at the beginning. At the beginning of the year. And I also think it's going to be higher than that when it comes to my time of actually reaching a max payout, which is also why I'm continuing to compound. So these are just some numbers. And as you can see, I'm not even giving you crazy numbers. This is what's possible if you do it right with a low number drip. Let's just move up a little bit to blow some people's mind. $20 drip, over $500,000. 25, it's over 600,000. $30 drip, it's over 800K. 35 drip, $35 price drip, just shy of $1 million. And then remember, $45. Think about that. 10K times 100 days. That's $1 million. Let's say I'm able to pull out 10,000 for 250 days. That's 2.5 million, right? That is crazy at a $45 drip price. So if drip goes to a three-figure price again, we're just richer faster. You know what I mean? So I'm showing you at a low price, if you do it right, you can make a lot of money. Even if it's not $1 million, you can make a lot of money, high six figures. So let's just do 100. Actually, I'm going to do where I originally bought in, which is $94 and some change. I'm going to just do 94. So let's just say drip is at $94 when I max out. That's 2.5 million. So that means I turned 14,000 into 2.5 million. On top of, that's 25,000 a day minus the tax, that's 20K. Let's head over to dripcommunity.wiki. If you stay up to date already with the latest of the drip ecosystem, you are already familiar with dripcommunity.wiki. And as you can see right here, this is literally the URL. You can type this in, dripcommunity.wiki, and it'll take you over to this page. Now, I'm going to briefly show you how to get to the roadmap. We're going to briefly take a look at that, do the airdrop, and then we will be out of here for today. So one thing you want to do is, of course, you can see you have different languages depending on where you are in the world. You have your charts, home, and news. So if you got your charts right here, this is going to give you information on the entire ecosystem on each part: drip, the garden, the piggy bank, the reservoir, and the dogs. And I'm sure more will be added as well. So if you have questions, this is your go-to guide to figure out what's going on with the drip ecosystem. If you have questions, if you have frequently asked questions, this is where you need to go. All right. If you're new to the ecosystem, this is where you need to go. All right. So now we can close that back up. What we want to do, we want to hit English. All right. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to hit drip. Once we hit drip, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see roadmap. All right. So this is where we want to be. We're going to click on the roadmap. And as you can see, let me scroll all the way down to the bottom real quick. I just want to show you something. So we can see here, March 27th, and this is 2021 of last year, released the white paper of the drip protocol. April 8th, you got the private sale of drip. A week later, you have the public sale of drip. So you can see April 15th is when this baby was fully launched, and it is still going. It is still paying. And we can see the price may be going up a little bit. As we can see, $7.04. It was $7 when we started this video. And so we can see this thing is still going, still paying. We head back over to Drip Wiki. So as we can see, as we move on up here, look how much has already happened just almost in this year and a half. Look how much has happened. And so we got the Animal Farm version 3 launch. So we got the farms and the pools that is coming out. So if we head right here, we got the farms and we got the pools. All right, real quick. The farms, you're adding two cryptos together to stake those, which are liquidity pair tokens called LPs. And the farms is going to allow you to earn the governance token PIG. All right, I've made other videos to show you how to utilize this ecosystem. Check out the drip or the drip garden video, which will show you how to utilize the whole ecosystem. Then you have the pools, which is single staking, which allows you to earn dogs, right? Okay, so if we head back over here, you got the gamified Dogs of Fortune and Dogs Roulette launch, new drip UI, which I can't wait for that. We got Scratchies, the new contracts for the drip version 2, the lending protocol, the anti-hack insurance, which is going to help protect people who get hacked. And then you have the direct purchase fiat on-ramp, which will help people use, fiat options to purchase drip, right? So they don't have to go through the loopholes of DeFi to get into drip. So you can see we got all this still coming out. And then once all this is out, then we get to see it all work like a well-oiled machine, right? So we got all of this coming out. And honestly, I believe some of this is definitely going to be pushed into 2023, which is the time of I'm about the mid-year of when I will be reaching my max payout. So we got all of this coming out. this year and next year. You know what I mean? So this is why my goal is still to continue to compound. And also I've showed you, as I compound more, price is around 7. But as I showed you, as I compound more, let me put that back to 7. You can see the price goes down, but you can see it is still substantially more than where it is today at my current amount. You can see at $1 drip is still more than what I have right now, and the price of drip is $7, right? Let that sink in. Look at this, a $7.04 drip price. My faucet amount is only $18,500. But look at this. Once I hit that max payout at $1 drip, it's $27,000. That's the power of this ecosystem and compounding, right? This is also why I want to continue to keep compounding, because in my opinion, it's only going to benefit me more. So now let's go ahead and dive into the airdrop for today. Like I said, there's going to be 2 winners. And what I said was the people who go to this tweet right here, we're going to go ahead and click on this, who go to this tweet, comment with their wallet address, tell me what they like from this video or the video I mentioned this on. And I'm going to do a Twitter picker as well, because there's a lot of great comments. I did read all of those, but I didn't like anyone because I didn't know. Sometimes I don't get notified, and I didn't want to like one and then someone end up winning and they think maybe there was favoritism or something of that nature. So I said I won't like any of them, but I do want to let you know, if you are watching this video and you did comment, I appreciate all of the comments. I did read all of them. So shout out to the drip community. So I'm just scrolling these so you guys can kind of see these as well, that people did take the time to go out and try to earn, you know, some free drip. Because if you know what's coming, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? And depending on how big your wallet is, that may shave off a day or 2 for you as well. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to copy this address, this Twitter tweet. We're going to head over to Twitter picker. You can see must be following me, which I did tell you. So if you're not following me, what are you doing? Come on, guys. What are you doing? We're going to paste that in here. We're going to load the tweet. And as you can see, the same tweet right here. We're going to go down. We're going to hit continue. There's 17 entries loaded. We're going to hit continue again. And now we're going to begin the draw, and we're going to see who wins. And then I'm going to go ahead and airdrop them on video. So we got one here, 𝗟𝗘𝗗𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗏, and then we got 𝗣𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗧. So let's see. I think I remember seeing those as well, seeing her tweet. So let's move up real quick. Yep, right here. So I remember I bought my first drip at 145. Just started with a few, but never regretted it. At the door opened up a completely whole new world, a world I completely posting our hubby's address. So shout out to them. That is what's up. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Let's go ahead and copy this. Oops. Get the whole address here. Let's copy that. Let's get them first. Let's head over to the faucet. And what we're going to do, we're going to head down to direct airdrop. So if you've never done this before, direct airdrop. Paste their wallet in there and then put how many drip. And remember I said 3.35 last video, so that way after the taxes they get a full drip. So let me pull this wallet up and we're gonna go ahead and send that over. And you're gonna notice my available amount will change once it's done, and it'll let us know as well to give us a notification. Airdrop complete. Now you can see 4.3 drip. So now what we're going to do, head back over to Twitter, head down. Here's the wallet address. We're going to go ahead and copy this. We're going to head over to the faucet. We got one more to do. Boom. And we're going to send. Get the wallet ready. And boom. Now here you can see here's the complete of the second airdrop that I've done, and you'll be able to see my available amount has went down. And Now those people have gotten their airdrop. Shout out to the Drip community. That is the Drip update of today. I am about 8 months away from reaching that max payout. My plan is to continue to keep compounding until I reach that point. That is my goal, unless Drip just happens to go crazy in numbers, you know, at the end of the year or towards the beginning of next year, because at that point I will still have a pretty nice size wallet, which will still allow me to make some pretty good money. So if you gain some value from this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Shout out to the Drip community. Shout out to the ladies of the faucet and everyone else. And I will catch you on the next one.